Hi, I'm Anna and I'm a trainer at the University of Bath. Today I'm going to go through a lower body warm-up with you and we're going to use a resistance band. So you'll need a resistance band and a mat, and just so you understand, it's quite important to do a warm-up because it helps get the blood flowing throughout the body, it engages the muscles that you'll be using in your main workout, and it also helps prevent injury as your body's prepared for these exercises that you'll be doing. And also you'll be more effective and you'll be able to lift stronger or be more efficient in your workout because you've already engaged these muscles and they're warmed up. So to begin with, we're going to do some hip thrusts. We'll start with some double and then we'll go into some single leg hip thrusts. So you're going to want to put the band just over the top of your knees, and we're going to do about 15 to 20 reps of each of these exercises. So we're going to drive through the heels and we're going to push up and squeeze into the glutes. Rest your hands where they're comfortable, and we're using the resistance band here to keep our legs apart so that we can engage our glutes. As an extra, if you want, you can add the squeeze outwards. And then once you've done 15, we're going to go up into the single leg variation and we're going to do either side. So that was about 15, and then we're going to lift this leg up and we're going to keep it up the whole time. Drive through the heel again. I'm going to squeeze up. And here you'll feel the resistance band as it stretches. And make sure you get your breathing right. Breathe in and out, take deep breaths as you feel comfortable. A warm-up is a good time to get yourself in the zone mentally as well as physically. And then once you've done 10 on this side, we're then going to switch to the other side. The exact same principle. So that was 5 and just 5 left. Okay, so that's exercise number 1 done. And then we're going to move into clamshells. So it's a similar exercise here. There are different ways you can do it. We're going to keep the band just above our knees here, and you can, let me just move to the side. So you can push your knees outwards like this. If you're sitting on your bum, you can put your hands backwards, again just where you feel comfortable, and you're really going to focus on the glutes that make this mind to muscle connection here. Another way you can do it, if you feel more comfortable, you can lie on your back and you can also do this, or you can put your feet together. You can see here, you can put your feet together, you can put them apart. It's completely up to you how you feel comfortable. So there, we're going to do about 15 of them if we want to start. I'm actually going to sit up. So I'm using a light resistance band here because for me, I think it's important that we can get a good range of motion. Of course, if you want to advance it, maybe for the second round, you could use a heavier, so maybe like the medium resistance band. Obviously, whatever you've got is good. If you want to do it without a band too, that's also possible. Okay, great. And once you've done 15, we're then going to go into some walking side squats. So again, we're going to keep the resistance band above our knees, and we're going to get into a squat position. So for the squat position, we're going to be about shoulder width apart, and we're going to be driving in through the heels again. So you want the pressure to be going into your heels. That's where you'll be strongest, and we're going to keep our feet and toes parallel. So put your hands wherever you feel comfortable, if that's outwards or if that's holding up here, and we're just going to go to the side. Step out, and then bring the other one in. Step out, and bring the other one in. So we'll do this one side, and then we'll change to the other side. And now we're going to walk the other way. So you should get about 5 to 8 steps on each side. You should feel it in your glutes, right here. And here we're firing up, so these are glute activation exercises. Very important for your lower body workouts to be effective so that you can properly engage your glutes in your lower body and glute focused workouts. So the next one we're going to be doing is a kickback variation. So for that, what we're going to do is you get on your hands and on your knees. Again, the band is just above your knees. And we're going to bring it up. And we're going to kick sideways. So this is a very careful, slow movement. You want to control it. And this is a mix between the kickback and the side kicks. And what's important here is that your body is controlled, so your core is engaged, and that you keep your back as flat as possible, and that's a sign that you are engaging your core, and that you're keeping your torso as still as possible as well. So once you've done about 8 or 10 on one side, feel free to move to the other side. Again, think about the muscles you're using here. Use this time to breathe. And test with the range of motion. Obviously, whilst your hips are staying straight. And then for the last one, I recommend doing some sort of a cardio exercise, so for about 5 minutes, to kind of just to get the heart rate up, so it's a pulse raiser. And for lower body, I mean, it's recommended to do any sort of cardio really, but if you want to target the lower body, perhaps you want to run or do the bike or the cross trainer, anything really that you feel comfortable with, just for 5 minutes, kind of at 60-65% of your maximum heart rate. And it's important not to burn yourself out, like I said, only 60-65%, because you want to still be strong and effective in your workout.